skills they need when they start their careers.
Because it's
all that information about how to do it on our website.
Stadiums, of course, are front of mind here in the metro. A soccer stadium is being built on the riverfront for the Kansas City Current, and a new ballpark could land in one of a handful of locations. Fox 4's Kevin Barry met one group that's using all that enthusiasm as a teaching moment.
Yeah, Lauren, the nonprofit A-Steam Village points out they aren't affiliated with any of those stadium projects or event spaces around town, but it gives the kids they work with the perfect chance to take what they learn in the classroom, take it outside.
It's a really good life experience to be able to enter on in the world.
So Jahari Primos is excited about A-Steam Village's Stadium Design Challenge, getting students from 6th through sports arenas.
Problems aren't problems. Problems are opportunities.
William Wells founded A-Steam Village in 2011 to help science, technology. He says challenges like this one flex math muscles, but hone other real-world skills too.
We have math, financial literacy embedded in it. They have to go out and get investors. They have to come up with a budget. They have to present it.
The similar project last year, hitting all kinds of design styles. A-Steam Community Outreach Coordinator Megan Williams says learning how to use the software to create these renderings also sets kids up for the skills they need when they start their careers.
Because we're going into a digital economy.
A-Steam announces the winners in August, giving real-life cash prizes for what students like Johari and Caden Hall de Jesus create digitally.
You know, at first you're like just putting down a rectangle, and then like you step back and then you realize that your rectangle has turned into a full-on stadium with all these intricate details. You just kind of like, dang, I did that.
Deadline to sign up for that challenge is next week. We have all that information about how to do it on our website, fox4kc.com.
There's a new STEM competition this summer. Students will be designing stadiums in a digital world. KMBC9's Alan Shope reports there's some big money for the winners.
Budgeting, the design, the planning, the rallying the community.
It sounds a lot like what Kansas City is currently going through with talks of a new UMKC arena and downtown ballpark, but a STEM executive director, William Wells, wants to be clear it has nothing to do with either of those. What it is,
using 3D modeling to take an idea from concept to reality.
It's a summer contest for the next generation of architects and engineers to put their ideas into digital motion and come up with what arenas of the future might look like and learn valuable skills that can lead to future involvement and jobs. And more importantly, they say confidence in being able to do that job.
We have to get them to realize that there's content that you can develop, that you can design, that you can plan, and that you can take to the public.
William adds arenas and stadiums are a huge part of every growing community, and now they're designed differently than they were years ago.
We didn't grow up in a digital economy. They did.
And that's why William says STEM competitions like this one are so important.
They're sponges. They like it. And then when they can produce a model like what you see, that makes them happy.
In Kansas City, Alan Shope, KMBC 9 News.
The competition involves 6 cities. They're hoping for more than 500 entries. The contest runs from June 1st through the 30th. It's free to any 6th through 12th grader.
We're back with the Stadium Design Challenge 2025. If I can get this right here. Registration is open. We have people that have signed up. We do have prize money. We have a sponsor that will put up $1,000 for first place, $750 for second place, $250 for third place. You are able to compete as an individual, compete as a team, compete as a class, or compete as clubs. Competition runs from June 6th. It actually kicked off 10 days ago, but the first challenge is actually being released tonight during this kickoff. And we have special category prizes for most innovative, eco-friendliest, most community-focused, and of course, the creative genius is back. Top 10 point earners also get to advance to the Elite Gaming Live National Esports Championship. We have some gaming that will be a part of this. They will be able to participate and actually go through our Omniverse and Metaverse platforms. And we'll show that as we release the first challenge, the first inning, top of the first inning, bottom of the first inning tonight, before we go. Stadium Design Dugout serves as the official headquarters through June, July, and August until the competition ends. Be sure to visit the hub to get challenges, updates, scores, and special announcements, which will include something new this year as we will have pop-up challenges and competitions in our various metaverses. So about the Stadium Design Contest, it's pretty simple. It's open to students grades 5 through 12. Maybe I'll full screen this. There we go. It's open to students grades 5 through 12. There will be 5 gaming tournament invitations that you will be able to accept. You get points for accepting the participation in the gaming tournaments. The competition runs from it actually is June 16th through August 16th. That is a typo. We have to get that fixed. You can go and register at on.digitalkcconnect.org, on.digitalkcconnect.org. The competition is simple. You will plan your stadium, you will design your stadium, you will present your stadium, you will finance your stadium, you will build your stadium in 3D using SketchUp, you will showcase your stadium, and you'll compete in 2 esports tournaments. There's 9 innings, actually 18, because there's a top of the first, bottom of the first, top of the second, bottom of the second in the tradition of regular baseball. There are 9 innings of STEM challenges, cash prizes, swag, and Royals tickets. It is brought to you by Digital KC Connect, Esteemed Village Nesby Jr., and the STEM City, Kansas City Nesby professionals. So, winners will be announced August 2025. You will use the engineering design process to transform your dreams of building a new stadium and bringing it to reality. By pressing through 9 levels, you will earn points as you plan, design, prototype, build, and innovate. Ultimately, you will present your final stadium design project. What are the rules? First of all, you cannot import a 3D model and present it. We know if that's done. And we have some checks and balances to make sure that doesn't happen. You have to build everything from scratch. Students earn points by completing each inning of the 9-inning challenge. I will show you the first inning tonight. Students earn points by completing the 12 STEM career pathway explorations in our Elite Gaming Live STEM Career Academy. You earn points by competing in at least one of the 8 Elite Gaming Live esports tournaments. And you have the opportunity, if you score enough Elite Gaming Live points, to be able to represent Kansas City and Esteemed Village in the National Elite Gaming Live esports championships. So, top of the first, bottom of the first, we'll go through that tonight, but I do want to go through each inning in the points. Tonight, we're recording the kickoff video. It will be posted inside of the dugout. You see the kickoff video, and go to the Steam World Omniverse, take a selfie, and there's some other challenges that you have to do. And there's actually an opportunity for you to earn 1,000 bonus points on top of going in 2,000 points for setting up all of the accounts that you will need. The first account that you will need is INSL Teams. You will use the INSL Teams Stadium Design Curriculum. So you will actually learn everything that you have to complete. That's where you earn your points, by actually going through and completing the challenges and completing the lessons. So the INSL Teams, the top of the second, you will complete the planning curriculum. The bottom of the second, you will complete peripherals. Top of the third, you will complete public relations and PR. Bottom of Bottom of the third, you will complete prototypes. And top of the fourth, you will complete performance. By the time you complete all 5 of those, if you have earned your certificates, we grade them. You earn all of those points. 8, that's points everybody should be able to earn. Then you go into the STEM career exploration, level 100, level 200, level 300. You complete all of those. Again, points everybody should be able to get. Then we get to the fun stuff. We go to the top of the 6 where we begin to learn 3D modeling with SketchUp. SketchUp is how you will create the stadium that you plan, sketch, prototype, and then design. The bottom of the 6, you will go through stadium financing, public and private, and you will write a 1,500-point essay that says my stadium's financing deserves X because it's going to serve the community by doing Y and Z, etc., etc. So we want you to be able to say, this is how now I understand. So yes, we're giving you some financial literacy in the bottom of the 6 so that you can know what does it take to go through financing a stadium, which we're blessed to have 2 states in the middle of that with our beloved Royals and Chiefs right now. 7th inning stretch, because now we get to take all of the stuff that we learned in the beginning and we get to begin designing our stadium. You need to come up with your name your stadium location, define your stadium type, your location and your stadium type. Your stadium type is probably going to be defined by your location. And it's also going to be defined by what is your stadium going to be? Soccer, baseball, all in one? What is your stadium going to be? That's when you'll decide that at the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th, we'll do the elevator pitch. You'll take your stadium financing and you'll have an elevator pitch for your investors so you can raise the money. That's an essay. Raise the money so that you can take your stadium design, your location, and then be able to say, here's our final draft concept of the stadium and get authorization to produce a model. Once we give you that authorization, then you're designing your model. You'll have a City of Fountains Omniverse Challenge, which is almost like a pre-showcase. Pitch is a Shark Tank type of deal. Pitch us, and we'll have some special guests. Can't tell you who that you will be pitching to. This will all happen in August. You'll submit your stadium model, 3D model. You will submit your stadium model and the executive summary about your model, and then you will present your stadium design video because you're going to create a video of your journey through all 9 innings, and then you're going to create a second video, which is going to be the presentation of your stadium. Extra innings. Yes, there are extra innings. Extra innings. If you do one of the 5 EGL gaming tournaments, do not worry. You have not missed May and June. We pushed everything back. So we will have them in July and August. So you'll have time to, and there'll be several of them in July and August. They're setting up the gaming lounge right now as we speak. So you'll have plenty of time to register for those. So now you're saying, okay, man, this is all cool, fun. So how do we show us the dugout, show us the course, show us the first challenge. Glad to do so. Here we go. If you come to the Esteem Village website, all you have to do, click on BSL Gaming Portal. You go to Gaming Portal, you'll enter the 2025 Stadium Design Learning Lab, which is the page that I've been talking to you on, except this is a little different. Right here, you're going to see City of Fountains Brain Sports League. You're going to enter into our public spatial domain. So anybody can go in and do this part. But if you're not in the contest, don't think that you're going to be able to put your money in the hat for the money. You got to go register on .digitalkc now for that to happen. So this is a game, so it's going to take a few minutes to load. It's downloading the environment, rendering the scene. And once you're in the scene, I'm going to go to full screen mode. And it's going to take a second to load. I hope this old computer can handle it. There we go. It's thinking about it. And it's going to drop you into center field of Royal Stadium. And it's dark. And it's dark for a reason. Because as you go through the 9 innings over the next 9 months, we're going to be innovating the stadium and we'll be bringing it to light. But hopefully I'm able to turn and run. This is basically Royal Stadium is your dugout, and this is where you'll go. The round things that you see up here, these are orbs, and your first challenge reveal is actually at home plate. So you can see the 3D model is still rendering and it's still loading. You can see our STEM City. You'll have some challenges in STEM City so that you see in the background there. I think it's about ready that I can probably move. No, maybe not. Still loading. But long story short, like I told you, your first challenge is at home plate. So you'll literally have to run to home plate and you can see those banners straight ahead. If you press the space bar, it makes you jump. If you press your up key and hold down your shift key, you run. So I'm going to run to home plate so you can see what the first challenge is and what it looks like. Everybody who is registered, you have an email coming out this weekend that's going to guide you to the first challenge. If your computer's laggy, like this one is, because I don't know why I did this meeting on our production computer, but I did. And we have several programs and several platforms running on it. So please bear with me. It is a secure VPN connection as well. So hopefully on your computer, you'll get to home base much faster than I am. I've never been a fast runner. Each orb takes you to a different place. And here on the field in the dugout, we call this entire stadium, the Kauffman Stadium, we call it the dugout. One of the early challenges I can tell you is you have to click on that orb on the right and register. That's one of the accounts that you will have to create in the bottom of the first. Again, you can get to this by going onto our homepage, esteemvillage.org, and clicking on BSL Gaming. We'll leave this open for a couple of days just because we have the same competition going with the group of students in Ghana. And we want them, they're asleep now or they're just getting up and starting their day. So we're going to leave it open on the website. So if you have some friends you want to jump in, you can. And again, I apologize. I should have used with my computer instead of this production computer. So it's just going to go slow. Just bear with me. We'll chug along. Just pretend like I'm a very lead-foot baseball player that's tired of sitting out in center field with 100-degree sun. So as you can see, we're running in, and you can see on the left there's a banner with pink and blue. That pink and blue banner is because we have girls and boys in this competition, and we always want to encourage participation of everyone and anyone. Your challenges each inning, both the top of the inning and the bottom of the inning, will be found here at home base. This will change, and these will go up. So we'll move these challenges up to the stands. So the second inning, when we post the second inning challenge, the first inning challenge will be in the stands so that you can always go back and review if you need to catch something. Something I forgot to tell you is that you can do this self-paced. You can knock out the lesson stuff in 2 to 3 weeks and spend the rest of your time designing and modeling. As a matter of fact, last year when we did this, the second place winner, that's exactly what they did. So you can see here, we're getting closer. So challenge, top of the first, is access to INSL Team Stadium Design Classroom. That's 75 points. Go to STEM City at Arrowhead, which is right here. This orb takes you there. Take a selfie with the Super Bowl trophy. Submit a selfie on a link with the Stadium Design Challenge. And then there is a challenge in there called the Cultureverse. And if you collect all tokens, you get 1,000 bonus points. The bottom of the first, create your SketchUp account, accept the invite from Esteem Village. Don't go create an account. We're going to send you an invite to join our group so that you'll then, if you're a contestant, your model will be created in the Esteem Village group. Told you we had checks and balances. That's 350 points for you creating, accepting our invite. If you've registered, you'll get an invite. Create your account. That's 350 points. Access the Elite Gaming Live STEM Career Classrooms, 250 points, and then create the Envision app, which you can find on the dugout over here just to my right. Set up profile, write a mission statement, and then list your task in there. So let's go and just see if I'm able to leave this spatial platform to STEM City Field at Arrowhead so that we can look at that challenge of taking a selfie with the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to let me go. Let's see. It should tell me you're about to leave. Maybe not. There we go. This orb does not want to go. Maybe I have too much going on. There we go. Hold on. There we go. All right. Finally. Shouldn't take this long, but I'm on the wrong computer again. So now I'm going over to STEM City at Arrowhead. If the computer will be so kind. Looks like you have a lot of people over here. And there is a Hall of Fame. I'm actually showing people how to do the first challenge, and hopefully you'll be on a computer that'll be operating a lot more friendlier than this one. Now, this environment here, there's a lot going on. If it loads and doesn't crash on us, that's a blessing. You can hear the music's already playing and it's only at 19%. Which scares me. Downloading environment. Rendering scene. If somebody is on that mystical wrong side of the digital divide, no worries. We got your back. We got a computer lab, a Centennial Methodist Church, library, and everything is web-based, so you can do it. And this is multiplayer, so don't be surprised if you're in here and there's a whole bunch of other people. That's happened several times. Well, I'm going to give this a couple of more minutes, and if not, I'm going to give up, move to my computer, and then edit the video.